Hello, Namaskar, good evening. Welcome to NCERT's live interactive session. This is Simran Singh and you are all watching us on PM eVidya channel number 6 to 12. Viewers, you can also connect with us to our YouTube channel that you all know it's NCERT Official. So it's around 4 PM on your watch and regularly from 4 to 5 PM we come up with our special sessions, and today our session is the first part of our cyber safety and security webinar series. Just providing you a glimpse about these series for the month of May 2022, CIT NCERT has planned series and sessions on the theme that is social engineering attacks in collaboration with Information Security Education and Awareness, ISEA CDAG Hyderabad. A panel discussion was recently conducted on 4th of May 2022 regarding Cyber Jagrukta Divas, which is followed by 3 technical sessions on this theme during the subsequent Fridays. So today is the first session after the session on Cyber Jagrukta Divas. We are going to conduct these 3 sessions on the dates that are 6th of May, that is today, 13th May and 28th of May. And the best part is at the end of these training sessions, a comprehensive quiz, that's our post-session activity, will also be launched on 28th May. It will be conducted in the month of May on Cyber Safety and Security webinar series. And under this series, the topic that we are going to discuss today is phishing, wishing and smishing, concept and safety concerns. So the expert who will be joining with us in today's session and providing us more guidance with respect to today's topic is Ms. Chandni Agarwal. Namaskar, ma'am.
Namaskar.
Good evening. A very warm welcome in the session.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I'm honored to inform all our viewers that ma'am is the recipient of National ICT Award. She's also the recipient of Cyber Peace Honor Award from Cyber Peace Foundation. Besides, she is a Cyber Awareness Coach, CBSE Leadership Award 2021 and Microsoft and Google Certified Trainer Educator. Currently, she is serving at Maharaja Agrasen Model School, has joined in from Pitampura, Delhi. A very warm welcome in this session, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Sure.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Just give me 2 more minutes.
Yes, sure, ma'am.
Throughout our live interactive session, viewers, if you have any of the queries, you can reach out to us in the comment section of NCERT Official. Besides, here is our contact number that is flashing on your screens. So you may also give us a call at 8800-440-559. We try to take all your queries in this session, but still, if any of your questions remain unanswered, you can also write to us about your feedback at this ID that is flashing on your screen. So our email ID is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. So Chandni ma'am, today's topic seems to be very interesting. It's about phishing, wishing and smishing and the concepts that we are going to discuss and the safety concerns along with that. So could you apprise our viewers what is it all about?
Yes, ma'am. So this is nowadays we all are online almost all the time. And some things are there which we don't know. And you know, the mobile phone which we have all the time in our hand, it's the biggest thing which is sending our information outside. So today's the topic, I must say, is the topic phishing, wishing, smishing, which is the base of all the cyber crimes. More than 94% crimes are based on this. So let's begin with this session. First, I'll talk about the social engineering attacks. So how a social engineering attack takes place? This takes place in basically 3 steps. First, the attacker targets the victim. And this is not much difficult because we are sending our information knowingly, unknowingly at so many places. Second, they earn their trust. Third, they gain what they were after, usually breaking security practices or stealing information. So once they got what they want, and after that we can't do anything, we are with nothing in our hand. So these attacks tend to work based on 6 principles. Number 1, authority and trust. So here the attacker poses an authority figure like asking for income tax or tax purpose or banking frauds, etc. Consensus and social proof. Here, sometimes peer pressure forces someone to commit an action. Scarcity, the idea that a victim will miss out if they don't act. Sometimes the messages are so real, if they look like the real message, so people under threat, they perform the task. Urgency, like do it now or otherwise this will happen. Urgency is shown in some of the cases in these engineering attacks. Family and liking, it convinces victims to perform certain actions by earning their trust or faking the attraction. So sometimes you see the sari challenge. In this type, they do attack. So if there are some of the commonly done attacks are like the baiting. In the baiting, most of us are continuously receiving the fake online offers. It is also called clickbait. Once you click the link or you send to the person, you are giving away to data leak. Your data is gone and the people to whom you are sending to groups or to others is also gone. Second one is the catfishing. And my coming slides, I am going to discuss, and most of you relate that you are victim of this. Catfishing means taking someone's pictures or the images from, especially they take from social media accounts. It is a hub of images where we post our HD images and family images. So, and it's an open door to the cyber criminals that take our pictures, do whatever you want. So to create, they use it to create new identity that is online. Sometimes they use individuals' entire information. And these newly created social media accounts, they can be used to damage the reputation of the true owner of the identity, or alternatively, any fictional identities they are created, and the people they use it to dishonest relationship online for asking money or a kind of some offers. And you see, after a few days, you can see the one another next is sending the message, don't respond, my ID is hacked, someone is sending messages. So you must see around you that this type of messages are in like they are flooding here and there. How? Just because of this catfishing attack. In the pretexting is like assuming a false identity, and they trick victims for giving up the information, like showing they are the ex-employee of the company, or they are asking like they are the part of this company, and they ask the amount, or they ask the client data. Then our topic phishing, wishing, spear phishing is again one of the act where social engineering tactics are used for deceptive emails, websites, or the text messages to steal the personal or organizational information. Next is like spear wishing and phishing and wishing. This I discuss in detail. But spear phishing is basically targeted to a person, and in case of wishing, it's a video call or the call to the person by the impersonated persons to to compromise or to send the information. Then we have a scareware. Scareware is a kind of cyber attack tactic that scare people into visiting spoofed or infected websites or downloading malicious software, and it comes in the form of pop-up ads. You have seen sometimes a pop-up comes on the screen showing alert, virus attack, a red color warning, click here to just find out more data. So in this way, they are showing the link. Once you click, and your entire thing gets diverted. So if you want to get safe side for this scareware, don't download the free software or the software which are, people in terms of saving the money, they are going for free software. So in this way, they are victim of scareware. Next is that tailgating or piggybacking. In case of tailgating, this attack target individuals who can give the criminal physical access to a secure building or area. So these scams are often successful due to victims' misguided courtesy, such as if they hold the door. They are they are helping the people unknowingly to and giving the criminal access to their safe place. Next is the water holding. Water holding is like it's a kind of malware, but here the attack is on both website and the visitors both. And the infection usually spread through a site specific to the industry, like a popular website that they visit regularly. So this kind of attacks are also in, this is the example of social engineering. Next is a quid pro quo. This attack centers around an exchange of information or service to convince the victim to act. Normally, cyber criminals who carry out these schemes, they don't do advanced target research and offer to provide assistance. Assuming identities like tech support professionals, they ask the people, yes, you do it, we will tell you the steps, share the OTP. So they help like professionals, but they are again fooling the people. If we see the FBI report for the Internet Crime Report 2021, and this is the data of last 3 years, mainly during the COVID time or after 2019, you can see the box I have put on the phishing, Vishing Smishing and farming. It's a biggest, this is the biggest social engineering attack, and you can see the data is increasing in terms of lakhs. So this shows the high alert. We should be aware. Awareness is always a key which can protect us from the crime. Maybe the next attack after COVID be a cyber attack where we are at risk. So these are the few of the examples taken from the newspaper or the ads coming. It's not like that police is not working anything. They are regularly warning the people, just be aware about the notifications and other things. So if you see the first one, आर्थिक अपराध इकाई बिहार पटना, बिजली बकाया के नाम पर साइबर ठगी का नया तरीका. So here the message is given notification, dear customer, your electricity power will be disconnected tonight at 9:30 p.m. from electricity office because your previous month bill was not updated. Please immediately contact our electricity officer, call such and such number. So if you get message like this, so you have to directly contact the electricity officer or the customer care number of that area. And if you are victim, again you can register your complaint on 1930 and cybercrime.gov.in. And next, this is the case of Jaipur CA firm owner. So there are two owners, and they on 11th February, both of them found that their Jio SIM network is not working, and for a long time. So you can see here it is written, एक कंपनी के लोगों ने उन्हें बताया कि आपका फोन out of network जा रहा है काफी देर से. So at that time there was disturbance in network, so they ignored it. When they have not got network till evening, they brought a new SIM and started that. And when they start the net banking, then they found that on 11th and 12th February they got so many online transactions and balance was. Similarly, in the Barnet Balatara place, BSNL SIM network is not there, and this type of crime is called SIM swapping. So when you see if your network is not there, not working, just find out, just contact the that particular network service company and find out the things, and check your bank statements regularly. If you are in doubt, if you have doubt, so you have to check your bank statements, your bank account regularly to avoid any kind of fraud. So these are the cases where the cyber criminals have adopted new things. Even in case of this registration of vaccination, for registration of vaccination also they are asking for OTP kind of thing, and again they attack on the account, and crores of rupees are, under cyber fraud people have lost the millions of rupees. So this is again one of the example, like these are messages floating on WhatsApp, And see here a person has written, please don't attend to any message received to give money from my phone, as people are hacking phone and sending messages in WhatsApp and calling also. It is also done using Facebook Messenger. Today one of my staff member phone hacked and all numbers got message to send money urgently. If you receive any call for COVID vaccine and they ask you to book slot, send you OTP, ask you to repeat, don't entertain this type of call. It's a way to hack phone, and it happens today morning with my colleague. So all these are real cases. So when they ask you urgent, so again it's a pressure, again it's a threat. So what happened when you are like if your phone is hacked, how it is get hacked? A malware is installed inside your phone operating system when you click the link. So this is the recent case of April 30, and I have checked this news because when we have to check the authenticity of any news, we have to check with at least three links. So first I thought whether it is a true news or not, because here even the politicians and ministers are involved. So this was a news on the Google News. So that engineer, to fulfill her girlfriend's wishes, he committed this fraud, this wishing fraud. So he asked money from the MLA, impersonating the chief minister, and he had a profile picture of that and asked 30,000 rupees from MLA to transfer through Google Pay. On suspicion, MLA asked the CM and inquired about the number. Once it is clear case of cheating, the police traced the number and arrested the accused after investigation process from Visakhapatnam. So this is one of the case where with the intelligence of victim, that person is safe from transferring the money. So he was in suspense after the few chat. If you see at the chat is very normal. So left hand chat is the chat of impersonate person. Hello, कैसे हो? So but he is not writing the name. बढ़िया, घर भर सब ठीक है? Common question. 15,000 rupees online transfer कर सकते हो? कल सुबह morning में वापस कर दूँगा. That person is, I mean, he is a rich person who is sending the message, but this is a fake person asking money. That person said no, कल सुबह ही कर पाएंगे. Just चाहिए any urgency हो जाएगा. He is not telling urgency है या नहीं. फोन पे, गूगल पे, नो. क्या यूज करते हो? ऑनलाइन हो सकता है. एटीएम, कार्ड टू कार्ड, नो आई डोंट यूज. नेट बैंकिंग, आई हैड अर्लियर बट मेट अ फ्रॉड एंड लॉस्ट 10,000, सो डोंट यूज. 10,000 हो जाएगा. सो नो फोन पे, गूगल पे है नहीं, किसी फ्रेंड से करा दो. तो दे इज आस्किंग, ओके आई विल ट्राई, 5 मिनट में बताओ. सो आफ्टर विदिन दिस टाइम that person called the actual person. So if you have such kind of problem, just call the actual person, your friend or relative who is asking money. So he has asked that a person is demanding, he is asking money on FB. So please alert your friends. He sent the photograph also. Fake hai, please don't send money. So here that person is saved. So always ask money if you suspect that person, because if he is your relative or your friend, obviously he will call you and ask. So beware of such kind of attacks. So next is the phishing attack. Phishing is again a social engineering attack where an attacker sends a fraudulent message designed specially to trick a person into revealing some sensitive information to the attacker, or to deploy malicious software on the victim's infrastructure like ransomware. Even ransomware came through the phishing. In case of ransomware, a blue screen appears and they ask money. When you give the money at that particular link or the number, then only your system works. And sometimes it don't work. So phishing is an attack, as I told you, that attempts to steal your money, your identity, by getting you to reveal personal information such as credit card numbers, bank information or passwords. On website, they pretend to be legitimate. And also they pretend to be reputable companies, friends, acquaintances in a fake message which contain a link to phishing website. So like I have in my phone spam calls and all alerts comes. So we don't pick the call. But whenever you are getting a call, don't switch off the phone or don't silent the phone, because they irritate you again and again by calling again and again. You can cut the phone or you can leave your phone as it is, because once you off the phone, your phone can be in their network, can be in their hands. So nowadays camera can also be hacked only through these links, because they have installed a software in your device that is sending all the information and the control to that cyber criminal. So if we go phishing by the numbers, 91% of cyber attack begin with a spear phishing email. 94% spear phishing emails use malicious file attachment. Now let's see. Like I have told you, phishers, they typically create fake emails that appear to come from someone you trust, such as bank, credit card company, or a popular website. So these emails typically try to trick you into giving away sensitive information, such as your username, credit card details, etc. They may also try to get you to inadvertently install malicious programs on your computer. What can happen that when you click this infected link, it takes you, it diverts you to the phishing site, again including all of your keystrokes. If you see the anatomy of email, in the anatomy of email sent from public email address, you can see at gmail.com is written, unsolicited attachment is there. So obviously you will download the attachment. Once you open, it can be a malware. Generic greetings like dear user, spelling and grammar mistakes, see the spelling on form, email account, links to unrecognized sites or slightly misspelled sites, threats or enticement that creates a sense of urgency. If your mailbox remains deactivated for 5 days, it will be deleted, responsive now. Toll-free numbers never match with the known numbers is also given. So this is basically how a phishing email looks like. So this is a, never-ending kind of process of phishing attack. Number one, fraudsters, they build fake sites. Then they send thousands of phishing emails with link to fake site. Victims click on the link in email believing that it is legitimate. They offer personal information. Again, fraudsters compile the stolen data and sell it online or use it themselves. So in this way, phishing works. Now next is the phishing and spearfishing. Phishing we all know, but what is spearfishing? Along with the evolution in technology, a rapid and dramatic shift has been experienced. Previously, it is only being taken place through mail. Now, the phishing campaigns that cause major financial, brand, and operational harm to organization. So that is affecting major banks, corporates, media companies, and even security firms. Now, in spear phishing, as you see, the attacker finds the target or the institution or the organization together. Then attacker install the malware on the target user system besides stealing users' data. So now they install the system which is going to send the entire information. So how spear phishing works? First, threat actors, they identify a target. Then they start sending the legitimate looking mails. Then victim open the email containing malware. From here, hacker gain access to steal the data. So in this way, phishing works.
Of course, ma'am, you are discussing about some of the important details with our viewers, but just a small piece of information for your knowledge. In the conversation, we still have around 30 minutes left. So viewers, if you have any of the queries, write to us in the comment section of NCRT Official. Ma'am, you may proceed.
Thank you so much. So this is the phishing and spear phishing example. So in case of phishing, it's very general. And you can see hello valued customer. But in case of spear phishing, they are targeting the person and they are writing name also. And with regards, they are again writing the name, so it looks like more legitimate. But they have targeted the person Alex. So how to identify if it is a spear phishing attack? First, verify the sender's email address. Verify the URL by just hovering it. Don't click. Don't click and find out the real link. Follow text the sender to verify in case of suspense. Now here two screens are in front of you. One is real, one is fake. And both are looking same. So in this way phishing attack works. If we see the difference minutely, the first one is the real because their secure website is being used, and look at the structure of K, the character is different. So there are acrylic characters are also available for domain name. So K is different and it is not a secured website. So second one is the fake one. For getting the prevention of phishing, never give out your personal or sensitive information. Don't click on the link. Hover the links, type the web address rather than click it. Be suspicious of phone number in emails. Use the phone number found on your, like we Google it, but you just check out what the phone number bank gave you. Next comes the smishing. Smishing and vishing are two types of phishing fraud. Phishing is a cyber attack that uses the SMS text messages to mislead its victims into providing sensitive information to a cyber criminal. Now, sensitive information, it includes your account name, password, banking account, credit card number. So they may also embed a short URL link into the text message, inviting the user to click on a link in which most of the cases it is a redirection to a malicious site. Here some of the smishing attacks are shown. So these are the messages we mostly receive, but these are the smishing attacks. So here is a sequence of how smishing attack is done. So attacker distributes mobile content with a malicious attachment to target user. Target user fails to understand the social media attack and opens the attachment. In that way, he has created so many target users. Compromised mobile device is there. On compromised mobile device, malware is installed. Malware is used to access the additional system on the internal links. Data is stolen from compromised machines and user-sensitive data is exploited by attacker for further attacks. So you can see how this phishing works from attacker to the user. Again, these are the messages showing some urgency and threat. How to spot the phishing attack again? Just check, is the message urgent and required to click a link immediately? Have I previously set up this type of notification? Does the short URL in the message looks like it's a message from my bank or Apple URL support? Also check that bank requesting me to log on to unsecured web link like HTTP when you compare to HTTPS. And bank knows about your identity. Why they text you to update account? You can ask the bank directly. So these are some of the preventive tips we have already seen, but just briefly I am showing that don't respond to the messages if you get a message from bank or other entity that you do business with. Ask them directly and check their entity's policy also. Beware of messages that have a suspicious number in beginning or some other number that is not a cell number. Scammers often mask their identity by using an email to text service to avoid revealing their actual phone number. If a text phone is urging you to act or respond quickly, think about it and remember that criminals use this technique to get you to do what they want. So sometimes they blackmail. Never reply to a suspicious text message without doing your research. If your bank is really going to cancel your card, you should be able to call the number given on the back of card to discuss the matter. Never call a phone number from an unknown texture. We are receiving the messages. You will You will feel amazing to know that how the people are getting our data. Like we are installing our daily apps. I'll show you how they are collecting the data. And sometimes we are self-forwarding the messages like these fake online offers. We are forwarding these messages, and I must say ISA is doing great with the collaboration of them. We are doing all these sessions. They are great resource. So I have taken this resource from their poster. So they like the niche 30th anniversary give back offer. So many such kind of offers you can find. So user receives message, gift, post rewards, prompt the user to click on the link to participate quiz or survey, redirect the user to suspicious sites or links, prompts to forward the message to chain of people for claiming the gift, leads to data leaks and malware, virus attack and cyber frauds. So these are some of the warning signs through which you can point out the scam. It's an email ID of the sender. No genuine website would ask you to share the link with your contacts. Impersonalized generic message. Messages with spelling and punctuation mistakes. Requesting unrelated personal details. Can sound too good to be good. True. Fake reviews, comments on the fake website. Links are some of the signs. Avoid searching for customer care number on Google as they can be misleading. Always use bank's number which is given by them. Never believe that the gift offer messages or emails circulated which are usually as a bait. Immediately block the number and report against such fake offers. I have shown you the screens. There you have seen that unblock option was coming. So immediately block the number. Only visit authorized legitimate company or organization website for valid information. Never share your personal details. Never click on online links. Always type, install antivirus. Don't forward the fake messages or links without proper verification. So again, this is again in terms of awareness. Next is the Vishing attack. In Vishing attack, they are the type of special fraud, social engineering fraud, where a fraudster convinces the user to provide critical information over the phone. So these types of attacks are ever prevalent and have been causing serious damage around the world. They are particularly dangerous as they successfully bypass the usual second authentication method like SMS, email, etc. So phishing attack prevention comes from both the user and the company sides. So again, this is the COVID vaccination registration fraud, and this is the popular Jamtara people, which is also known as Indian fishing paradise. Even the web series has been created on this. So this is Asgar called scammer Jamtara Jharkhand, and he is asking for 16-digit card number with date at the bottom and 3-digit CVV code. After that, what will left for the online purchase? So this is the India's biggest hackers gang at Jamtara. So phishing also follows the social engineering setup. Attacker creates a scenario to prey on human emotions, commonly greed or fear, and convinces the victim to disclose sensitive information. In that sense, he mirrors the phishing scam that have been around since the 1990s. But phishing calls exploit the fact that we are more likely to trust a human voice. And many targets, especially elderly, they are naive and they have no experience of such type of scams, are the biggest victim of such frauds. So there are two types of phishing. One is the plain phishing, where the fraudster calls the victim pretending to be the bank, and by implying urgency and authority sways the user to share the credentials, any other incoming second form of authentication. In this type, fraud is completed on the fraudster computer. Next type of phishing is sophisticated phishing, where the fraudster persuades the user to install a remote access such as TeamViewer, share the credentials and second authentication factors, and any other information is needed. Once Once the software is installed by the user, the fraudster assumes that control of their computer and continues to use the banking system as they wish. So in this type of wishing, entire control goes into the criminal's hand. So here 4 common wishing techniques is the call dialing, where a message involves a local bank, police department, other organization. When the call is answered, an automatic message begins, urging the person to provide their full name, credit card details, mailing, etc. Even social society details. The record messages may suggest that this information is needed to confirm that the victim's account has not been compromised or confirm valid account details. Next is the VoIP, which is very easy for cyber criminals to create fake number and hide behind them. So some cyber criminals create a VoIP number that appear to come from a government department, local hospital or police department, whereas it is a fake. Then caller ID spoofing and dumpster diving. In caller ID spoofing, it's a cyber criminal hides behind a fake phone number by spoofing the caller ID. And in case of dumpster diving, they collect valid phone numbers is to dig through dumpsters behind bags. And official buildings, random organizations, they find out the passwords or other billing information or other information from the dump. That is for dumpster diving. Prevention from phishing attacks. So it's be vigilant and know hackers and criminals, they use a range of different methods. Next is be helpful but defensive. Assist the caller where you can, but remember, you do not know the person or what is their motive. So keep a level of healthy conversation. Don't panic and call them back, try to call them back. So you will not get the number if it is a fake number again. Don't give valuable information over the phone and treat urgency as a red flag. You have to take action in terms if you are a victim of spam. Don't be afraid to say no, just say no if you find it's not required. So remain vigilant and pay attention during phone calls. Verify the identity of those who ask for information in person. Be cautious when giving out information. Be suspicious of unrecognized phone numbers and check your balance regularly. So these are the 2 sites I was telling you. It's a virustotal.com and havebeenpawned.com. You can, we have shortage of time, otherwise I will be showing the demonstration. Here only I can show you, or just a second, I'll give you a short demonstration of this. So here, I am writing my email and immediately you can see it is coming, it's pawned and it's pawned by the Big Basket, Canva, Edmodo and Nitro. You can see these are the common sites we are using as teachers. So always just see, don't use your email ID that you are using for banking, etc. Because they are stealing our data, they are doing with, they are selling the data and then breaches are happened. That's why password is must to change frequently. And this is the virus total. Here I have a URL of the fake online offer. So when I click it, you can see here it is shown by one tool, by one vendor analysis. This is a case of phishing and it's a suspicious. So in this way you can check a link before clicking whether it is a suspicious link or a phishing attack. Not in terms of 100%, yes, but in terms of few percentage, you can be saved. So next is, these are the some security tips for parents as now the time is of hybrid classroom. So parents are equally, they are the caretaker for the students while online classes. So just see there is 81% increase in case of cyber predators. Cyber predators means people they act like of their age, but they are not. So they make child as a predator and misguide them. Malware installed on 50,000 plus devices through games in February 20, as per reported in February 2020. Malicious ads, Google removed over 790,000 malicious apps, then over 1 million minors for identity fraud victims in 2017. 30% of youth have played gambling style games online. So they need to teach password and privacy, monitor and communicate with your child, protect identity and location, use secure Wi-Fi and utilize your parental control. So if we talk about the cybersecurity threat faced by students, avoid sharing personal information, use virus protection, keep software up to date, be on guard for phishing, be careful what you click. So this is must for the students, especially teenagers. Like if we see, they relied on 98% of cyber attacks. They they put their money in the apps which which promised to them they will grow the amount. Compacting, this is a very serious offense. Like in case of compacting, the AI, the deep learning based methods, they have trained the system which works on the world. So with the coding, they can hack the camera. With the speech, they convert it into the instructions, and the camera moves as per the instructions. So and then malicious social media messages had increased 155.5% in terms of Facebook phishing. Targeted attacks have risen by 50% for mobile malware. Data theft can cost $200 as per educational records.
Yes,
So,
ma'am. Here, I would like to mention that you have shared the important information relating to phishing, wishing, and smishing, and also the cyber safety concerns that are associated with this. In the conversation, we still have around 10 minutes left. So, viewers, if you have any of the queries from ma'am, you would like to ask anything from us, you can write to us in the comment section of NCRT Official. Besides, here is our mail ID. You can also write to us at training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. Thank you, ma'am. You may proceed.
yeah. So now teachers are equally, they are prone to this open world of net, open world of, virtual world. So they are equally the victim of these crimes. So these are few tips for the teachers. So they are also marks the start of over 90% of modern cyber attacks, because as a teacher, during when the online teaching started, online classroom started, they have tried lot many free software and again the malware into the system. Distributed denial of service, it can cost victims up to 40,000 rupees per dollar. So DDoS attacks, they attack on devices directly. Data breach, they attack nearly tripled in the last year, because we have downloaded so many apps and we have given permission to all the apps that take our data, steal our data with our with our consent. So when we are giving consent to certain things, that yes, you can utilize our data. So that will not be comes under the stealing, because we are giving the information. Ransomware impacted 89 universities, colleges and school districts. Then IoT vulnerabilities responsible for an average 5,200 attacks per month. And for this, the tips are: encrypt your data, comply with your institution's cyber protocols, safeguard your devices from physical attack, back up your data and have good password practice your good password management. So I have tried to accumulate the concept of phishing, vishing, smishing, which is the biggest threat in terms of cybercrime. And as per my knowledge, what I can see, that most of the crime is starting with this. And if you are victim, please you can note down this cybercrime.gov.in. This is a portal where you can launch your complaint. 1830 is that toll-free number where you can lodge your complaint. And these are the government sites. Government has taken up so many initiatives for this. And in case you are a victim, please save your snapshot, save your screenshot, save your conversation, and so that you can provide ample of evidences in case it's asked. So here I end up with the session. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
I request you to read out the quote.
I dream of a digital India where cybersecurity becomes an integral part of our national security, as per our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji said. And I must say, our digital India should be a cyber secure and threat-free India, threat-free digital India. Thank you, ma'am.
Indeed, ma'am. We wish for the same, and thank you for this productive and informative session that you have just made up for all our viewers. Thanks a lot. It's the need of the hour, whether you are a homemaker, whether you are a person working in the IT sector, or whether or not you are related to technology. It's very important to understand the know-hows of technology. How does this digital space work for you in the positive sense and in the negative sense? And I do think that this particular session has been accumulative and a combination of all the important areas related to cyber security. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
As I just mentioned in the beginning of this particular session, that it's the first day of our 3 days training on the broader theme, that is social engineering attacks. It's the first day, and you all have been asking us from so long that how you can land up on our website and where you can find the link of the comprehensive quiz that we will be releasing on 28th May 2022. We still have around 5 minutes in this session. Write your questions in the comment section of NCERT, and here we are just viewing and providing you all the information regarding these technical sessions. So just have a look at your screens. So here you can see the only thing that you have to do is you have to type our website on Google. And you can remember this website, you can also recall it, you can also note it down with the help of a pen and a paper. It's www.ciet.nic.in. And once you click on the first link, that is CIT website of Central Institute of Educational Technology, you'll land up on this home page that is currently displaying on your screen. So under this home page, you'll find a number of options. It says the sixth option from here, it is events. So under events, as always, what we do is we select the second last option, that is workshop and training. So under workshop and training, you can find the information regarding the online training that we are conducting to promote the use of technology in teaching and learning process with regard to National Education Policy 2020, as it holds emphasis on the interplay of education and technology. Now you can see on this particular page, there are 3 kinds of activities that you can see. The first one is the current activity, second is the upcoming activity, and the third one is the completed activity. Now this particular domain, that is completed activity, is all the training sessions that we have conducted so far. Under upcoming activity, currently now you are not able to see anything, but we are going to upload all our sessions over here, and also in the near future all the technical sessions that we are going to conduct for you. Now what you have to do is you have to click on the first link under current activity. It says on 4th May till 20th May, because we are going to have the 3 consecutive technical sessions for all of you under Cyber Jagrukta Divas. So you can just click on this series, and the broader theme is social engineering attacks. Now once you go on there, you'll land up on this web page where it informs everything about a Cyber Jagrukta Divas, why we are implementing this scheme. Just reading it out for all of you, that the Ministry of Home Affairs is implementing a scheme that is called Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center to deal with the cyber crimes in a coordinated and comprehensive manner. So about the theme, what is the theme of this particular session is social engineering attacks. Now the objective of our session is to make you realize and understand the term, that is social engineering attacks, and the impact and everything that is associated with combating these social engineering attacks. Now the best part is you all can participate in this particular session, in these particular comprehensive quiz that we conduct for all of you. It's open to students, teachers, teacher educators, parents, administrators, and the general public. Now here, just I mentioned in the beginning, you may find the program schedule. As you can view it over here, that on 4th of May 2022, we had a panel discussion on social engineering attacks, and on the 3 subsequent days, that is today, on 30th May and 20th of May, We'll be releasing all the information regarding the video links and the resource persons who will be joining with us in this conversation. So today is the first day, so we discussed about phishing, wishing and smishing concept and safety concerns, and the expert who has joined with us in the conversation, Ms. Chandni Agarwal, has explained in depth about this issue. Now, how you can participate in the quiz? All the information has been provided here on CIT website. The first step, as always, is registration. You can register yourself by clicking on this link, or there's a QR code that is available over here and you can scan that QR code. Now, from so long you all have been asking us like from where do we form the questions of the quiz. So if you watch cleanly and observe all our sessions, you will find the questions and also the answers of those questions. So you have to watch all our live training sessions. Here are all the platforms where our sessions run. Keenly you can watch it on our CIT websites. We'll be uploading all the links for you. Apart from that, our YouTube channel is ncertofficial. It already contains all the links. Then participation in the post-session activity and the certification. We have this comprehensive quiz for all our viewers and the link would be released on 28th May. It will be uploaded on our website. As always, if you score over 70%, you'll also receive a certificate from CIT NCRT. You can also submit your feedback once a quiz is released, and also you watch all those sessions. Here is our feedback link. And we intend to know about your experiences, your learning and the suggestions regarding our training sessions. And of course, for any queries, write to us at the mail ID that is flashing over here. It's cybersafety@cit.nic.in. Apart from that, we also have another mail ID for these particular webinar sessions. It's training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. So viewers, here we have come to an end of this particular session. Once again, I would like to extend a word of thanks for today's expert. Thank you so much, Chandni ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you to all the viewers.
Yeah, it's my opportunity, and I am thankful to CIT and CRT for inviting me to share my views on this topic, which is very relevant to our day-to-day use. Thank you, ma'am.
Considering your skills, I must mention that it is our honor to have you on our platform. Thanks a lot. Thank you to all the viewers who have been part of this particular session. Your active participation means a lot. So stay connected with NCRT for our upcoming session, that is Sahyog. Namaskar.